friends. Welcome to the clubhouse. My name is Ezra.
I'm Mia.
And I'm Aria, and we are
The Super Crew!
And this is our fun friend, Bark. Say hi, Bark. I was just showing everyone my new dance. Do you want to learn the dance moves with us?
Yes!
Perfect. But first, I need everyone to stand up.
Yes, please. Stand up.
Great. Let's start. Listen to the move first. Then you will follow me step by step. The first step is to wiggle your fingers and spin around.
Wiggle your fingers and spin around.
Oh, great spinning. The next step is to reach your hands high. Then touch the ground.
Reach your hands high, then touch the ground.
So great. Now, make a silly face.
Make a silly face.
The last step, then step in place.
Then step in place.
Amazing. Now, let's do it all together, step by step. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wiggle your fingers and spin around. Reach your hands high, then touch the ground. Make a silly face, then step in place.
Great job, everyone. You can sit down now. It was so fun to move step by step with you.
Oh, did you hear that? It sounded like the super box. Let's go see.
Did you send us something super?
Yes!
Here at the clubhouse, we help connect the super clue, the big deal, and the Bible. Today's big deal is, step by step, God wants me to know Him. Let's see what you sent us.
I know what that is. It's a chore chart. At home, I listen and obey to do my chores. Then I get to put a sticker on my chore chart.
I love stickers. So I wonder, what does a chore chart have to do with step by step, God wants me to know Him? Can you wonder with us?
I know. When we listen and obey our grown-ups when it's time to clean up, we can put one more sticker on our chore chart. And when we listen to God and obey Him, we can get to know Him more too.
You're right. Now, be looking because you are going to see the super clue again. When you see the super clue, here's what I want you to do. Since our super clue is a chore chart, I want you to pretend to hold up your chore chart and put a sticker on it. Can you try it with me? To see the super clue, mark your chore chart. Good job.
Oh, I know how we can learn more about listening to God. Let's look in the Bible.
Remember, the Bible is God's book.
The Bible is true, and it's for you.
Today's Bible story comes from the book of Genesis. Can you say Genesis?
Genesis. You got it. Let's open the Bible and learn about a man named Abram. Can you say Abram?
Abram.
Great job. Abram listened to God and followed Him step by step. Let's look at the Bible story together.
Abram and Lot. There was a man who loved and followed God named Abram. God later changed his name to Abraham. Abram traveled away from the land of Egypt with his wife and everything he owned. His nephew, Lot, went with him too. Abram had a lot of money and animals, and he had helpers to take care of his animals. Lot had many animals too. The land was not big enough for both of them. Abram's helpers and Lot's helpers began to argue because there was not enough grass and water for all their animals. So, Abram told Lot to look at all the land and choose the land where he wanted to live. If Lot went one way, Abram would go the other way. Lot chose the grassy land by the river. He left his uncle Abram and traveled toward the east. Abram went the other way. After Lot had traveled away, the Lord spoke to Abram. "Look all around where you are. I will give you and your family forever all the land that you see. I will make your family as many as the dust of the earth, so that if anyone could count the dust on the earth, that is how many people will be in your family. Now get up and walk around the land, for I will give it to you." So Abram listened to God. He moved his tent and went to live near the oak trees at Hebron. Here, he built an altar, which was a raised area where people could honor God with offerings and worshiped the Lord.
Abram listened to God and followed him step by step. Lot may have chosen the better land, but God reminded Abram of the special promise he made to give Abram a big family and a nice place to live. Even though Abram didn't know what would happen next, he listened to God's promise and followed him.
Right! And even when we don't know what comes next, we can listen to God, step by step.
Do you see something? It's our super clue. Do you remember what to do? Great job. A chore chart helps us complete our chores and obey what our grown-ups say. Just like a chore chart helps us to remember to obey, we can obey God. Sometimes listening to God can be hard, but He knows what is best and wants us to know Him. So, next time you see a chore chart, you can remember that you can listen to God. So...
Today we have learned that we can listen to God. Abram listened to God and followed him, even when he didn't know what would come next. God provided a nice place for Abram to live and follow God step by step. When we listen to God, we can know more about him.
That is a big deal. Let's say our big deal together. I'll say it first, and then you say it after me. Step by step.
Step by step.
God wants me to know Him.
God wants me to know him.
Great job. God wants us to know Him. One way we can know God is by listening to Him and doing what He says.
Yeah. Hey, I want to wiggle my fingers and spin around again. Looks like Bark does too. Thanks for joining us in the clubhouse. Say bye, Bark.
Bye.